Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to YouTube. I am your host, Whale Cow, and we are going to be floundering through a massive motorsport campaign with Predator. Joining me is my co-host, Rat Tail Boy.
It's the final
Greetings and salutations.
and the race to the podium begins.
I haven't decided what to call him yet, so I think
You know
maybe
this battle will be
I'll
won off the track
use a
as well
different
as on it.
nickname every
You
round.
studied your tactics,
You're really gonna go through with that?
anticipated every move.
Whatever.
You researched and analysed,
Oh dear.
modified and
Alright,
fine-tuned to perfection.
so we've got this
You've honed your
wonderful
instincts to give you an edge over your
opening
rivals.
animation.
Your drivers focus.
It's definitely
team
narrated
ready.
by Sean
The
Bean.
championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag to goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. Motorsport Manager. Take control.
Alright guys, so we'll be splitting this into two segments for each race event. First is going to be a management section. Second is going to be the actual race. We'll be skipping practice because that's 15 minutes. Nobody needs to see. We'll be putting them up on YouTube separately. I guess we'll be tagging it with the event number and whether it's management or practice. Management or... We're not doing practice, I swear. Management and race.
You really want to show everybody 15 minutes of driving around a track doing...
I don't, but my subconscious seems not to believe me. Okay, so we go ahead and click on new career. No tutorials. Take note, everybody. Tutorials land you in the middle of the first race, and it starts you off with one racer having 50% tire wear, so that's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, let's not start ourselves with a handicap.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I'm almost completely new at this game. I've got like 5 races under my belt.
Predator
I'm sure
needs
we'll
all the
do
help they
fine.
can get. Alright guys, so we'll be doing short races so that we don't kill you guys with suspense and staring there at your screen.
And also so that we fall less further behind. Because we're Predator.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, Predator is an Australian team who is basically sponsored by the pub down the block.
We have no money and place last all the time.
We probably have a Kickstarter before every season.
Sounds about right.
Alright, so...
And yet, amazingly enough, they keep kickstarting us.
Alright, so what do we do with the date format?
I'd go months, days, years. That's what I'm used to.
Alright. And then we're gonna use American dollars because we're Yankee yokels.
Sounds about right.
Especially Rat Tail Boy, he lives in the vicinity of Boston.
Boston all the way.
Alright, let's make this guy white, but not too white.
I like this plan. He needs to look like he at least gets outdoors. Doesn't hide in his office all day.
Like that.
Let's see. I thought we said we were going to make him white. Whatever. I don't care.
Alright,
Oh, and if anyone winds up confused as to why my reactions are somewhat desynced, it's because we aren't doing this in the same building, so I'm watching this on his Twitch channel while we do it. And as a result, what I can see happens about 4 seconds after it actually happened.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so what are we gonna name this guy?
I got nothing.
What's his
Apparently, none of us thought about this beforehand.
What's his date of birth?
Can we put him on February 29th just to screw with him?
Sure.
I wonder
Alright.
if you're allowed to pick February 29th.
No. Wait, yeah. That's a leap year, right? Or what is that?
That's a leap year, yeah.
Alright, how old are we gonna make this guy? 1996, he's 22 years old and an ex-driver.
Yeah, that doesn't quite sound right for an ex-driver. It's also younger than me. It's just like, well,
Party like it's 1989. What should we, what country should he be from?
I think you have to make it 1988. Because you'll notice that it's now February 28th because it's not a leap year.
Oh, yeah.
Before you could do it because 96 was a leap year.
Mm.
If you go to 88, that should be a leap year.
I'm fortunate to have such a capable nerd on board. Alright, I got nothing. Do you think that sounds Serbian?
I got nothing.
Or would it be
I like this
Igot?
name. I think it depends on what language you're trying to pronounce the name in.
Let's go with
Let's make him
Russian.
from Vatican City.
Vatican City? Alright.
Vatican City. She's like, he's the one person in Vatican City that likes racing, so he went off to become a manager of a sports team.
He had to leave because racing's the devil. Alright, what do we want to pick for his
It encourages
backstory?
gambling. Either X-Driver for the feedback rating and the stat improvement increase, or financial because this is going to take a long time if we actually plan to do this all the way to the World Championships and win them.
Alright, well let's figure
then
this.
the payments minus 5% will really add up, especially on base building.
Yeah. But I'm kind of hung up on that because we really need to get some good drivers in. On the other hand, the better they are, the more they charge.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we'll go financial.
Financial it is.
He used to do financial reports for the Vatican until his assessments got a little bit too good.
Oh dear.
To anybody in Vatican City, we're sorry in advance. Alright, next. Gonna choose team, be suicidal. Gonna start down in the Euro Racing series. Oh, in case anybody's wondering, this counts as the first management portion. Alright, so as you can see here, these teams all suck. They all have interesting little quirks, like Garuda has a bunch of old people. Dragon Racing Team has financial problems, and they're worrying about their paymaster driver who basically pays to be on the team. Oh, there was a connectivity issue.
I'm sorry about that. Steam just randomly disconnected on me. I have no idea why.
I was wondering why you weren't bad-mouthing ZRT.
All right. There we go.
Alright, so we'll go ahead with Predator. They're a very young team and they don't have much of a budget. They start with $250,000. That's not even enough to get a decent house.
Yep.
Their suppliers really suck, but hey, all in good time.
I'm sure we'll actually be making a positive on our races at some point.
Alright. Let us embark upon the grand journey.
Onwards.
The greatest of life's journeys begins with a single misstep.
Sounds about right for Predator.
Alright, so we're going to assume that if you're watching this, you're either familiar with Motorsport Manager or you're just in it for the action, so I won't be describing every single thing going on here. Rat Tail Boy already had to sit through that once anyway.
It took quite some time, given that we did it like this over Twitch, so every time I asked a question, it took me some time to get a response.
Alright, so first we'll look down at notifications. Got a crap load of mail. Information on pit crews, which is a relatively new feature. Darren Luff wants to ask Mr. Igo how well he thinks he's gonna do this season. You think we should start with 10th?
Seems safest.
Alright. This is just racing drivers. Ines is pretty nice. William Evans is absolute trash. Don't tell him I said that. Let's see. William Evans doesn't have much confidence.
I wonder why.
So we're the guy with fat stacks, I guess. It's like, if I'm so rich, then why don't I pour a bunch of money into this team?
That seems to be the case.
Alright, over here we have pit crew. There's a whole bunch of notifications saying we can hire some people.
Seems like something we should be doing.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if we should be swapping anything out here.
Well, give me a moment for my screen to sync up with what you're doing, and I'll give my opinion.
It's actually looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I think everyone currently in the best position we can reasonably expect them to be in.
Yeah, I'm opening up the hiring screen. The guy up top, he's kind of expensive, but he's very well rounded. I'm thinking we should bring him on board.
Give me 2 seconds for it to catch up, and I will tell you whether or not I agree with you. I'm probably going to say yes, because we have similar opinions on these things.
For now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. We want that. We want that guy at the top.
Alright.
And
Even though that takes care of all of our starting money.
oh right, I forgot. There's that stupid hiring fee in the beginning. You know what? Screw it. Having pit crew backups is important. This is the sort of thing that we need to get moving on.
Alright. Should we hire another one or just keep it for now?
let's stay in the green for the moment. 3 ought to be enough for the. We'll survive the first race because we've got rested ones anyway.
Yeah. This one guy's named Doc Holiday.
Alright.
Next we go over to sponsors. The trick, of course, is to wait till just before the first race and see if we get better sponsors that way.
Yeah. The only reason I could think of to not do that is if one's going to give us enough money to build a new part for our car, like as an upfront.
Yeah.
And if we don't think we're going to get a better one for that particular position, it might be worth it.
You thinking we should design a new part quick?
If we can get it done and into a car before the first race, maybe.
I think that it won't be reliable enough to hazard that.
Oh yeah, good point. Reliability on new parts is always terrible.
I think we should build a part now, prepared for the second race.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
sounds about right.
So we have to worry about suspension and the gearbox for the second race.
What about the third race?
Third race is going to be top speed and deceleration. Fourth race
Alright.
is going to be acceleration, so I think we should start with the gearbox.
Yeah, starting with the gearbox then.
Alright. Options are plus 25 to max excel, plus 15% reliability, plus 20 starting acceleration, or build time minus 1 day.
We do not have enough of a workshop built up to actually get enough of an advantage out of plus 25 max excel without the actually starting with an acceleration boost. So I think just get the acceleration of plus 20 and then upgrade the reliability ourselves.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Start with that. we are super in the red right now. However, we still have 100,000 more than we would because we've got that financial background. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Rat Tail's over there like I told you so. Okay, so we better see about improving some parts before we move on.
Definitely. What parts do we need for the first race? Because we talked about the second, third, and fourth.
Yeah.
What's the first?
The first race is going to be top speed and excel.
Well, I guess focus on one of the current gearboxes, maybe. We're going to get a new gearbox. So, you know, what's our least reliable part? The one we're most likely to have to do something about.
Looking at this, the gearboxes are both 50% and the engines are 58% and 60%.
And the brakes are also terrible.
Yeah.
This looks worse than what I remember from before. Okay, so I think we need to upgrade the engine's reliability because replacing that takes an incredibly long time in the pit.
Yeah.
And the engine is one of the crucial parts, so I'd really rather not have to focus. I don't know.
I want to improve the reliability on our better gearbox because we'll still be using that for a while.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, reliability on the better gearbox and reliability on one of the engines.
Alright, do we want to up performance for any of these?
You always put things in for performance even if you've put all the staff over to reliability, because then there's the one engineer doing his little, like, 0.2 per day.
Yeah.
It's still worth it because it still adds up to at least another point. In this case, it'll add up to 3 points
Yeah, that's
over
true.
the course of getting to the next race, so it is worth it. What are we least likely to replace anytime soon? Or go with the gearbox that we're going to be keeping for the moment, I suppose.
All right.
That we're upgrading the reliability on. And one of the engines.
The better engine or the one that we're improving?
The one we're improving, because it's also slightly further behind in terms of
All right.
points there, and it's not like we're going to. And don't forget to swing the staff back over to reliability, because that's what we want to improve most.
Mm-hmm. That one engineer's like, don't worry, I'll have these improvements ready 225 days after this race.
And amusingly enough, that would still be in time for some of our races.
Yeah. Alright, I think we want to pop over to scouting then.
Yeah. Let's get our scout working.
Since we're playing the long game, I think we want to do 16 to 22 age drivers.
Yeah, all the younger drivers, especially the ones that nobody's currently hired. Because we don't have to worry about paying them more than what they're currently getting and luring them away.
Yep. All right. We've got 3 drivers that fit the bill, and we've got 3 slots. So I'm just filling up the slots.
Makes sense to me.
They're 20. They're 2 of them are 20 years. One is 22 years. So that's that for now.
All we scouted after the current race, so that's not something we have to worry about for a while.
Yeah. I think that's everything. You want to advance the time?
Yeah, let's advance the time.
Alright. Uh-oh, they request an interview.
Oh no.
Alright. Let's do it. Well, you've certainly picked a tough task for your first job. Are you expecting to pick up many points at all this season?
What are our options?
We're going to surprise a few people. I'm quietly confident, or it'll be a struggle.
Let's go with B.
Sounds good. Alright, that
Because
may...
it'll be a struggle is just going to get the director mad at us.
Yeah.
But
it made our
we're gonna
drivers
surprise
happy.
a few people. Oh, that's good.
Alright, Ines Santaon is seen by the fans as your top driver. Do you agree with that, or would you say William Evans is better? They immediately pick the most divisive question possible. Let's pick D. Frankly, I haven't been blown away by either of them.
Now, come on. Ines Santa Anna's pretty reasonable for this Euro circuit. Let's go with C. Just so that they both don't get mad at us and become happier.
Yep. They took 5% more morale boost from our BS. In the World Sports Network season preview, I wrote that you're expected to finish 10th in the team's championship. Is that accurate, or do you think you can do any better?
I'm gonna say B, because that's honestly what I feel like. It seems like a reasonable prediction, but if we do our job right, we'll probably get at least 9th, if not 8th.
Yeah, sounds good.
But predicting 8th from the beginning is the best way to get fired, given we're Predator.
Your financial skills aren't in doubt, but some pundits are skeptical about whether or not you belong in the world of motorsport. What would you say to them? We're gonna kick their asses. Give it 10 or 15 seasons.
Yeah. you'll see. 2 decades from now, you'll rue the day you doubted me.
Everybody on Garuda's like, we'll be dead then.
Yeah, B.
Okay. Alright, Darren Luff is happy.
We can prevaricate with the best of them.
Alright. Let's look at this. Fan reaction to Nothin's appointment mixed. I'm going to give I Got Nothin the benefit of the doubt. It could be a great appointment.
Yeah, just give me a decade and you'll see.
Look at the bottom one. Is Nothin really good enough to manage our team?
The jokes. All the jokes that can come out of this name.
Alright, it's something about Richards retiring.
Ain't nothing and nobody good enough to manage Predator.
Okay, moving on.
I wish we could change other people's names. That would actually be great if we could change the chairman's name to Nobody. We'd be nothing and nobody in charge of Team Predator.
We'd be nothing to nobody if we did poorly on the races. Alright, so we just got that gearbox done that we ordered
See
work
just
on.
just how bad is its reliability again?
Let's see. Its reliability is 40%.
10% less than the other one.
Well, let's see. The race is in 4 days. Maybe we could get it up to working order if we put reliability work on it.
Yeah, if we drop reliability on it, take reliability off the other engine, let's see. How do we want to do this? I think just working on that gearbox. Because I'm pretty sure if you're only working on one thing, it goes faster than two because it splits.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we just do that one gearbox. Let's get it installed in the car.
Alright. So let me see, that'll be 3.2 a day, and we've got 4 days, so that should be alright.
Yeah, it'll get it up better than the other one at the moment.
Alright, so let's see, we'll put the gearbox on Ines Santa Anna's car because her and her mechanic have this thing where parts are gonna wear less.
Yeah. And it will need it.
Yep. More mail. Our lead designer thinks we have the money to buy a design center.
Yes, that sounds lovely. We are currently almost $1 million in debt. Let's put ourselves another $8 million in debt.
Speaking of $1 million in debt, Darren Luff has financial concerns.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Alright.
Don't worry, we totally know what we're doing.
Alright, now that it's just before the first race, we're gonna put sponsorship on.
Yeah, we apparently got a new one. Let's see what we're looking at.
Alright, for the bonus payments, we've got Jandermole, 12 races, 500,000 if we get 8th or above. Then we've got Wan Kai, which is 8 races, 450k, and upfront payment 750k. I think we want to go with
for the
Wan.
upfront payment.
Yeah, we want to go with Wan Kai because it's got the upfront payment and it's shorter.
Yeah, it's a shorter length of time. It's got an upfront payment, And on the off chance that we do manage to get 9th, there's not much of a difference between those 2 bonus payments.
I think we
So
should.
yeah, let's go with Wanchai.
Yeah, I think Rogers and Ailes will be the bonus we're shooting for because that's 16th or above.
Yeah, that one's actually reasonable.
Yep. All right, and then over here is fixed payment.
It's really funny when they're like the most terrible team, and there are people that are offering you bonuses for coming in 2nd or above, and it's just like, what do you expect my team to be doing?
They expect greatness, apparently.
So it seems.
All right, so we've got Rogerson Ales, which wants to sponsor us twice. They must be that pub down the street we get half our money from.
Go for the Airways. That one's much better. It's shorter, it's got an upfront payment almost the same size, and it's got fixed race pay.
Yeah, that's
overall good. More money, and for and only 4 races, so we can get another sponsor in there again quickly.
Yeah.
And then that puts us back in the green from
we have positive balance again. All right.
We told you not to worry about those transactions. It all makes sense.
Oh, speaking of making sense, do you think we should start work on another part? We should have done that earlier, I think. Maybe.
Probably not before we were back in the green. Just because I don't know. Because like we can make another part, but we couldn't actually do anything about upgrading it.
Yeah, but remember, race weekend is a couple days.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I forgot to consider that. Yeah, let's.
I'm thinking we want to try suspension.
Because we need that for 2.
Yeah, we need that.
When do we need suspension again, though?
Not for a good long while. Not till race 5 or 6. It might be a safer bet to build another gearbox.
Yeah, if we can. Yeah, that or brakes. Maybe just maybe another gearbox. Maybe get our gearboxes up early.
Yeah.
And then not have to worry about them for a while.
Looking at the prices, the gearbox is $1 million, brakes is $500K, suspension is $750K.
Yeah, that is. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to play this. What's the second race require again? It's suspension and what else?
Suspension
is it the gearbox?
And acceleration, yeah.
Yeah, I think getting a second gearbox out, having 2 good gearboxes, is I think the way we want to try to play that.
Alright, so we'll play it that way. I'm thinking we do the 20 acceleration bonus again.
Yeah. And then we'll get another bonus, because it will be a good part this time instead of average.
Yeah, only they're really, really tricky. The first one is acceleration plus 40, but only during qualifying. Qualifying isn't even a thing in ERS. Next is the build time's an extra 5 days, but acceleration is plus 40 to max. The next one is acceleration plus 35 and red zone minus 10%, except the risk level for illegal parts is up 1.
Oh dear. Right. Risky parts. I am tempted by the build time plus 5 days and acceleration plus 40 to max.
Yeah, we could do that. It would definitely be a project for the season, though.
Yeah.
Let's do it, I think.
Oh, you know what? We can also just take another average bonus and grab the reliability bonus.
Right. But that would still make it just an average part in the end. Although we couldn't build a great anyway because we don't have the facilities for it.
Yeah. Uh, you know what? This is going to be a longer term part anyway. Why don't we go with the acceleration plus 20 to max, reliability minus 10%, and just give it a burst of reliability all by itself, like we did for the other gearbox that we built. Because that'll only take like 3 days.
All right.
To make up for that reliability penalty, and it will still be a good part. So the performance boost it gets from being a good part as well, will be worth it, I think.
Okay. I'm finalizing the transaction. We have to pay about 1,000K. All right. The manager is probably concerned again.
Indeed.
Alright. I think we are ready to move on to race weekend. We're doing Rogerson Ales for the sponsor select, right?
Yeah.
Alright. And then part fitting, there's nothing to do there. Both drivers are kind of annoyed because our parts suck, but we're predators, so they knew what they were signing up for.
Indeed.
Alright, now we click race.
Mm-hmm.
I like the graphics on this. It's like super flowy and neon.
Yeah. Shwoom. And now my usefulness is greatly decreased due to lag.
Well, it's loading, so.
Nah, not even that. It's just like I would not be nearly as. This is the reason I'm focusing on management portion, is because management portion reaction time doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whereas in driving, you have to be able to say, okay, you need to go into the pit stop now before you swing past it.
Mhm.
Make
Alright.
snap decisions like that, which a 4-second time delay, they'll be halfway around the track again before I can tell them to do anything.
Alright. So, we promised you guys that you wouldn't be sitting through practice, so we'll be quitting the recording shortly. But stay tuned because the race will be going up right after this video. So, until next time, this has been Whale Cow.
And me!
And we wish you a wonderful day.